Hey YouTube fans, this is BGA, and just got back from the vape shop. It's Friday night on the 10th of October, and wow, hard to believe it's already October. Anyway, I went to the vape shop to get a couple new flavors. Been messing around with rebuilding myself. Got some Canthal and organic cotton and different sized drill bits and all that, and I've built a couple good coils, but not much that can compare to what they can build for me for free. I buy all of my juices locally at the vape shop, and I like to support them locally, so not really complaining too much about that, but they built my dripper. My last video, that's something I do want to address. On my last video, I got a lot of, well, not a lot, but got a few comments, mostly negative. One telling me to stop drinking. I drink. If I drink whiskey, I am of age. I certainly doesn't interfere with my profession. I actually do alcohol and drug abuse counseling and teach alcohol and drug abuse counseling. So you're definitely talking to the wrong one there. Then another negative comment I got was regarding my what's it called? My mech mod. This beauty right here. It's the skeleton key. Focus. Anyway, I got some negative comments saying, why does someone who's just getting into mods, why would they buy a skeleton key? First of all, I mentioned it various times throughout the video, which is why I didn't even bother posting in the comments. This is a clone. It came with great packaging. All that a mech mod is basically a metal tube that's hopefully vented at the bottom for the battery, which this is. So there are some things to look out for. Has a very nice safety mechanism, and it connects to a battery. You slip your battery in, and if the safety is slipped off, you get a current through it. This one, my atomizer is a authentic RBA. This particular atomizer is a VPRS Thundercloud, I think is what they call it. But anyway, I had them rebuild this. This is built to about 0.5 ohms. And then my K-Fun they built to about 1.8 ohms, which is a little bit less, maybe like 1.6, 1.7, which my Provari version 2.5 seems to handle quite well. And that's usually where I use my K-Fun Lite. Just so I don't get any comments, please watch the video before you comment. This is a authentic Provari. Okay, this is the authentic version 2.5. There is a version 3 that you can only buy at local retailers as of now, but as on the I didn't see that on the Provari website. It's not on the Provari website. kind of have to search around to find out that info. So when I went to ProVary, I heard it was the king of all variable or all regulated mods. So I went on their website and just saw the version 2.5 and ordered it from there. It's quite a bit cheaper than the version 3, which is great. And I wouldn't say that I really have any problems with it, except for the annoying scroll. It has one button you can't see in the light, but anyway, you can power up, power down, power off. There's a ohms reader, but of course you've got to have a atomizer on here that that the ProVary can safely fire for it even to tell you the ohms. So it's pretty accurate, but does not replace a standalone ohms meter for all of you rebuildable people. I haven't bought one yet. I use an online calculator, but honestly, I've only built a few coils. Not to talk too much about myself, but I know enough about electricity and resistance and Ohm's law that fortunately had to take enough physics classes in pre-med that kind of would say that I'm pretty safe with it. So yeah, for all of you trying to talk down to me, great attempt. You know, I at least enjoy seeing comments under my videos, but please don't tell me that I should learn more about battery safety or electronics, etc. Because yeah, pretty much goes one in one ear and out the other. Or that I should stop drinking, because I only drink. I enjoy a nice single malt or something like that on a day that I am not working at the hospital, and yeah, certainly not an alcoholic by any means, but that's not the point of this video. I just wanted all of you internet, cyber, flamers, haters, whatever, to understand that your comments, if they're negative, not really affecting me. I would love it if, you know, we encouraged people to stop smoking and start vaping. It's kind of the whole idea. If we work together more as a community instead of trying to pick on each other for senseless things. So yeah, end of rant. I know the light's bright, but I want you to see some of the products I just got. So yeah, rant over. Just went to my local vape shop, which I like to support. As I state in my recent videos, if you hear yapping or attempting at barking in the background, that's my now about 7-month-old Jack Russell Terrier puppy Zoe. I'll probably post some videos up there soon of her in her antics soon, because I've gotten some requests to do so, and she's adorable. But let's get back to the point. So I just went to the local vape shop, and look, wow, they gave me a bag. So my two main mods for at home: Skeleton Key Mech Mod with the VPRS Thundercloud. It's a rebuildable dripper. Yes, and you can drip right into the drip tip. It didn't come with the drip tip. I think I bought that extra. I'm not sure how much that was, but love it. Nice large hole. You can see the comparison to the stock K-Fun light. Great. And juices. Had to pick up some more juices. Okay, so the first juice almost completely emptied out the tube, filling up my K-Fun, and I got some some drip bottles, some needle drip bottles, which I'll show you later. This is Test Lab Ritual. Got down to 6 milligrams strength, which I am kind of proud of myself about. Being a former unfiltered 2-pack-a-day Camel smoker, then a Camel Crush menthol, 2-pack-a-day Camel menthol smoker, 3-pack-a-day. If you've watched my videos, you know I love the Pro Tank Mini 3 by Calgary. This is a damn the light. Okay, Mini Pro Tank 3. You know what? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. You guys aren't seeing this. Alright. And you guys still aren't seeing this. Alright, this is the Calgary. This is one of my Calgary Mini Pro Tank 3s. One of them came in with a busted glass section, so they replaced that for me. This is an authentic. So I have to put a coil in that, but right now I have enough of them that yeah, they're all juiced up, and you can get those in a variety of colors. My favorite tank for somebody just starting out after the Sigil-like products, your gas station e-cigs, your e-cig kits, etc. Another bottle I got for dripping. This is Empress Penguin. I don't even know the brand, but it's like a strawberry. Basically, my vape shop is learning me so well that I walk in and they know what I like, which is great. And they have pretty much, if you live in a big city, you can pretty much find a vape shop that has a great selection. So this is a bottle of that. This is actually 0 milligram nicotine strength, which and it has great color, which is currently in my dripper. Love that juice, and I love sweet juices. Like, I'm talking dessert flavors. Alright, so, oh yeah, and they fixed my skeleton key. There's a few adjustment screws so that it fires consistently now every time. Luckily, the owner of the shop was in. Promised to save me a RDNA 30 as soon as they come back in stock. My local vape shop, if you're in the Chicago area, Vape 312. Please go visit them. Alan is the man to see. Built some sick coils. Pretty much customizes everything for you. And if you're I think I'm going to start calling it premium vaping. If you're someone who doesn't just want to stick with the with the kits and the cheap stuff, then go see Alan. And then I got this kit, which is a wick and wire in like a camo green, call it like a desert green, And there's some toys in here. So under the front cap, we have 2 bottles. We have Space Jam Starship in a Starship 1 in a 6 milligram juice for dripping. Great juice. I forgot which one. There was one that's like 670 30 blend PGVG, because I did tell them that I was starting to get a little throat irritation, especially in the morning, and especially from my dripper. So I forgot which one that was, so I'm not going to make any guesses. And then the Omega Santeria. Wow, it's like almost like Santorini. Okay, and that's another flavor I got. A lot of these are open because I just sampled them in the nicotine strength that I liked at the shop. But this case I can't really review yet. I mean, I'm not a huge case fan, but one of the cool things about my vape shop is they have a rewards program, so great for me. Encourages me to spend more money there. Great for them. And yeah, so anyway, I got a few of these little drip or these needle bottles. I don't know what their official name is, but so there's some ritual left in here, and then I have a couple empty ones. The reason I got these is because when you fill the K-Funds, it's a bottom filling mechanism. You can fill it with a bottle that has a dripper. The Ritual, the Test Lab brands, which in my case, the Ritual, does not have any sort of device like that. So you just very carefully pour it into one of these bottles, and then you can use it. Also, on the K-Funds, the K-Fund Lite has a bottom filling mechanism, which you can fill it with a regular dripper bottle like this that has like a oh, I'm losing my mind, but it's Friday night, it's okay. Has a eyedropper. That's it. You pulled the words right out from me. Anyway, so yeah, so got that in here. Then we've got another bottle of the Alpha Sweet Tooth. Really like that. And then this was amazing. This I asked for one more recommendation because my vape shop has like a deal. It's like three juices for a certain price, or you can get 6. So I figured I might as well get 6 because I'd gotten 3 and wanted to try some more. So I figured I might as well go all the way with 6, and I asked for one more recommendation. So I've never heard of this, but it says Los Angeles Must Hub. This is pencil in 3 milligrams, and this is amazing. Like, this is probably one of my new favorites. I've been weary to call it a favorite right off the bat because I need to spend a few days with it. But yeah, so as you can see, this case, which is a wick and wire case, easily held 5 30 ml bottles and 3 of these little plastic bottles, and you could probably squeeze like a small mod in there. If you're an ego guy, can probably get a couple mods in there. I mean, I'm sure I could fit a couple pro tanks. One thing I do want to say, the new Nautilus Aspire Mini, whose praises were lauded by indoor smokers on YouTube. Great taste. I have it filled up with Grandmaster. Let me grab that. It's currently sitting on a Vision Spinner just for kind of storage purposes. But and what do I have this set to? Someone's gonna ask. Just above 3.8 and almost a full battery. This is the new coil system in this. One of the things about this atomizer, whatever the official definition is, I was unable to open it to refill it, and I researched the problem, and I was not the only one. And I tried vice grips, I tried pliers, there we go. That's the airy draw that I like. I was unable to open it. If you notice, it's glass. There's rubber, but it's under the glass. It's kind of like your rubber stopper. And then you've got your air adjustment ring, and then there's like a thin ring that you have to unscrew upside down so you don't leak juice everywhere. Preferably, and that would not budge. So I researched online. I was very frustrated, and then finally somebody on one of the forums. I don't participate on the forums right now, but I researched the I researched the problem. And a few people have had the problem and said try using plain old kitchen cleaning gloves. And one of the hospitals where I work, one of the janitors was kind enough to give me a pair of nice catchy rubber gloves. So I put one on my left hand. Can't really do too much with my right hand. Well, I still take notes with my right hand, but I do not have a fingernail on my right thumb. Yeah, thanks to a late night trip to let my dog out where I slammed the door right on my thumbnail. Anyway, long story, but wow, that's empty. But so slowly racking up the points to get the RDNA 30. I told them at the shop, I said I am not paying for it. I said I will wait until I have enough points. I have enough points for a couple bottles of juice, but I'm going to wait to get a mod with those points. This case is great. I'm sure there's a review on this case, but certainly, I mean, it's not as protective as the Kangertech case that I have. That my shop back in Maryland gave me for my Ego batteries and all that. It's kind of like a hard shell case. Well, it has like a soft finish, but it's more of a hard shell. This is completely soft, but as you saw, it holds a lot without carrying. I mean, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically 8 juices. No mods, but 8 different juices. So if you take out a couple juices, you could very easily fit a mod. If you took like a mech mod, if you took the atomizer off, I'm sure you could fit the mech mod in there nicely. Oh yeah. See, that's all. I mean, it just almost covers the mech mod with the atomizer if you take off the drip tip. Not quite, but almost. So if you take off the atomizer, it would easily fit that. The Provari, not so sure, but that's more my tabletop mod is what I call it. It'll fit it, but yeah, you would have to take off the K-Fun Light if that's what you're using. So yeah, that's my latest trip. I've got the Provari. They built it to, I'll tell you in 1 second as I scroll through the Provari settings. Well, the version 2. It's built to 1.8 ohms. Just take my word for it. And that's amazing. And that's like a 3 milligram, or what did I get this in? Is it a 3 or a 6? It's a 6 milligram nicotine level. I've been taking more lung hits than mouth to lung hits recently. I guess I'm getting away from my smoking habits. But that's a great juice. One of the problems with the, I'm not sure if it's with all the K-Funs or just the EH Pro clone, there's 2 screws now, and even the Authentics have the 2 screws now. I'm not sure if they're having this problem with the Authentics. One is your fill screw, which you have to keep. Another one is your airflow screw, and and that airflow screw was undoing itself on me. And when I told the shop about that, they were like, "Why don't we just take the screw out?" And that was their recommendation with all the K-Fun lights. So they took it completely out. It's still a relatively tight draw. I mean, I like a very open draw. I'm sure. I know this. At least the EH Pro clone came with a few extra screws. So if I ever wanted to, I'm sure I could put one back in or ask the shop for my screw back. But honestly, it's great as is. If anything, the draw's still on the tighter side. But with the K-Fun, you're going for more flavor than cloud chasing, etc. So with the especially being able to have a couple heads, or more than a couple now. Wow, this hobby's getting kind of crazy. But with the VPRS, I chose this atomizer because you do have the variable airflow, and the drip tip that I got for it's pretty wide open. So wow, love it. And this is like, what's it, 0 milligram, or I don't know what's currently on it, but it's great. And you can drip, like I said, he set it up so you can drip right through the drip tip. Not much cotton, but anyway, that was my trip. Any questions, feel free. Please keep the comments positive. I do like constructive criticism, but comments like you should really educate yourself more on battery safety, you know, how'd you get a skeleton key as your first mech mod, if I wanted to spend $1,000 plus on a tube with contacts, could have. I do not own many counterfeits, clones, whatever you'd like to call them, but couldn't really justify that. And my local vape shop had the skeleton key clone in stock. So this is a clone. So please, no more comments about how crazy it is that my first mech mod is a skeleton key. Let's see. So I went over the provider. Yeah, that's really about everything I can think of to talk to you guys about today. I still haven't finished my regular, the menthol that's in my regular Nautilus Aspire, and I probably won't. I used to smoke primarily menthol cigarettes, so that was my go-to. It was the Halo. It's like something ice, and then another menthol flavor. Now it really just tastes awful. So I'm going to probably end up having to give that juice away or tossing it or something, cleaning it out and changing the coil to the newer style. So that's where I am so far. So please give me recommendations, give me juice ideas. I know somebody did recommend the WTF OMG juice, which I've only been able to find online, so might try that in the future. As far as rebuilding, I got some 30 gauge Canthal, as I said, some organic cotton, all the tools I would possibly need, and yeah, I'm able to do it. However, with a vape shop that builds professional coils for free, not too far from me, don't really see a need. It's just something that I wanted kind of for fun to be able to learn how to do. And that's about it. So please leave comments below. And juice recommendations, you guys kind of see what I like. Some of you more professional people out there can kind of gauge my palate based on the juices that I've picked. I do tend to like sweeter juices, and that's about it for right now. I may try one of those juice by the month clubs. I'm comparing them right now. It seems like an interesting idea where they send you out about 6 sample bottles every month of different juices. That might be something I may be considering in the future. We may start with all of the clubs, and then I'll do a compare and contrast video. As soon as I refill my K-Fun, which takes forever, luckily it holds about 5 mils of juice. As soon as I run out of that, I'll be refilling it using one of these needle bottles that I just got, and that's about it. So questions below, comments below. Please keep everything positive, and that's about it. So I hope, well, I'm working tomorrow, but I hope you guys have a great weekend, and BGA out. Keep vaping. have a nice weekend. Bye. One telling me to stop drinking. I don't drink. If I drink whiskey, I am of age. I certainly doesn't interfere with my profession. I actually do alcohol and drug abuse counseling and teach alcohol and drug abuse counseling. So you're definitely talking to the wrong one there. Then another negative comment I got was regarding my what's it called? My Mechmod. Hey YouTube fans, this is BGA, and just got back from the vape shop. It's Friday night on the 10th of October, and wow, hard to believe it's already October. Anyway, I went to the vape shop to get a couple new flavors. Been messing around with rebuilding myself. Got some Canthal and organic cotton and different sized drill bits and all that. Vented at the bottom for the battery, which this is. So there are some things to look out for. Has a very nice safety mechanism, and it connects to a battery. You slip your battery in, and if the safety is slipped off, you get a current through it. This one, my atomizer, and I've built a couple good coils, but not much that can compare to what they can build for me free for free. I buy all of my juices locally at the vape shop, and I like to support them locally. So not really complaining too much about that, but they built my dripper. My last video, that's something I do want to address. On my last video, I got a lot of, well, not a lot, but got a few comments, mostly negative. One ad. Beauty right here. It's the skeleton key. Focus. Anyway, I got some negative comments saying, why does someone who's just getting into mods, why would they buy a skeleton key? First of all, I mentioned it various times throughout the video, which is why I didn't even bother posting in the comments. This is a clone. Came with great packaging. All that a Mechmod is basically a metal tube that's hopefully